The rest of us grumpy too. Man, I am ready for spring at this point, and it is far away. It's only mid-January. We've got a lot of winter left to get through, and well, maybe I won't even tell you about what's waiting in the wings next week. You can only imagine. We'll get there coming up with our full weather forecast. Let's start with what's happening right now. Taking a look outside, it is a quiet start to the morning. It's clear. We don't have any precipitation out there, so you should be good to go on the roads, but it is cold, and any runoff, if you still had some snow out there, it will be icy, and it's going to stay that way as temperatures struggle to even reach the freezing mark over the next couple of days. The winds are starting to pick up now and really gusting off to the north and west. You can see Wilmington right now has sustained winds to 18 miles an hour, gust to 25. That does not feel nice. Mount Pocono gusting to near 30. As that cold comes in, it is making our already cold temperatures feel even colder. So 28 feels like 17 in the city. Mount Pocono feels like a measly 1 degree right now. Heavy coats, scarf, boots, gloves, full winter gear again today with a high no better than freezing. Coming up, I'll tell you how long this particular cold snap lasts and when rain could return. Kim, I'll send it over to you. And it's going to stay cold through at least the next couple of days. And then it looks like more cold on the way next week. Now, keep in mind, it is mid-January. This is traditionally, on average, the coldest time of the year in Philadelphia. So this is not anything new to us. It's winter, it's cold, but it is feeling even colder thanks to these wicked winds that just will not let up through most of the rest of the week. Let's go ahead and take a look at your current temperatures outside. And again, we're feeling temps in the 20s this morning, and wind chills are in the teens this morning. And we're not seeing that on the map right now, but we will get back to that in just a moment. Let's talk about what to expect moving forward. As we head toward the weekend, we are going to experience a little mini warm up before that next blast of cold air moves in. That'll be next week. A look at current temperatures and wind chills right now. 25 degrees currently in Wilmington, Delaware. It feels half that, less than half of that. 12 is the current feels like temperature. In Philadelphia, 26 feels like 14. And look at Mount Pocono right now. The wind chill is a big goose egg. 0 is what it feels like. That is some brutal cold, dangerous cold, especially up in the Poconos. Make sure to cover any skin that you can. You don't want much showing if you're going to be out there skiing, hitting the slopes, snowboarding today. In the city, again, all of the layers are needed. We're going to just barely maybe touch the freezing mark. Likely won't feel much better than about 20, and it's going to stay cold as we head into this evening and tonight. Clouds and radar, though, showing not much going on across really the entire nation. We don't have any major storms to talk about. Our next system is going to take shape late in the week and get here on Saturday. So beyond just maybe a couple of lake effect snow showers or flurries in the next few days, it's just the cold and the wind that really comprises our weather story for today, tomorrow, and Thursday at the very least. Feels like temperatures today and tomorrow, you don't get much better tomorrow. Maybe it feels a degree or two warmer, but when you're talking wind chills in the 20-degree range, it's all pretty much the same. It's just cold, and you really just don't want to be outside for too long doing too much with these temps the way they are. Tomorrow morning, waking up feeling like 9 degrees. And it's been a pretty rough January so far. We started out the month at 50. That's the warmest day we've had in January. And then that stretch of cold, which started really the first Friday of the month and continued all of last week. The coldest day we had was last Monday. That was the day it snowed for much of the day. Heaviest snow to the south. We did get some improvement Sunday and yesterday, but now we are back in blue, and we will be there for the next 3 days. And then more cold takes shape next week. I want to show you our next system, which comes in for the weekend, and you can see Friday is a dry day. Saturday morning looks okay. So this is 8 a.m. Saturday. It does start to cloud up. The arrival time of this system is good for us if you don't like snow, because it looks like it'll be mild enough that this is mainly rain, but you can see where that line is, a bit of a mix or a change over to snow in the Poconos. Could we see a brief mix in the city? It's possible. We will keep an eye on this system, but as of now, looks like mostly a cold rain from Saturday afternoon into possibly the very early morning hours of Sunday, and then possibly some snow developing to the south Sunday morning before that moves offshore. It looks like as of now that should stay south of us and will dry out for the Eagles game on Sunday. I do want to take you into next week, though, because temperatures next week looking brutal. Look at this. This is the CPC outlook for next week, and it's expecting below average temperatures for really the entire nation all next week, and we're talking colder even than what we're seeing this week. So this is kind of a round 1 next week, round 2, and it may be a stronger push of Arctic air. So 32 today, 34 tomorrow, barely better than freezing on Thursday. Does get a little better Friday, and then that rain chance on Saturday. I think we clear out for the Eagles, and then the real cold, the next round of real cold, let's say, arrives to start next week. Let's send it over to Kim.